yet very crucial bit of information was left from my last comments. The producer of your Orvieto just happened to be Antinori. No, it just happened to be one of the oldest wine producers in the entire world, Antinori, and I forgot it. So, my apologies. And we're going to have another Antinori wine before the evening. I think you should. But you may want to take some wine with you because it's pretty good. You don't want to miss out on that. So, Antinori has an estate in Orvieto. That's where the white wine is from. Enough with white wine. We all came here for red wine. We know that. Let's stop with for any pretense. Otherwise,
what are you getting cut to the chase and get to the red wine?
Now, okay. So, the menu is wrong. What can I tell you? The Frescobaldi Montesoli that is in your class now is not, in fact, a 2003. It is what I think is an even better vintage, 2004. It became a 2004 just this week. And so when they delivered the wine to us on Friday, lo and behold, the invoice said 2003, but that was not what was in the box. But I think we're the better for it because I think the 2004 is actually a better vintage. 2003, if you remember correctly, was an extraordinarily hot vintage. And the wines tend to be a little outrageous. Certainly not classic examples of their type. This, I think, is a very classic example of the Montesoli. This is the producer, I'm not going to forget this time, is Frescobaldi. Frescobaldi, again, another very old line, famous producer, but one who has kept abreast of modern technologies and approaches in winemaking, and is doing some beautiful work right now. The Montesoli is a single estate in Chianti, and it is in one of the 8 subdivisions of Chianti called Rufina. The Rufina wines tend to be a little darker. You can kind of see that in the glass. A little more concentrated, a little more powerful. And I, for one, really like the style. And I've admired the Montesoli for probably the last 30 years. Every time I have it, it always impresses me with the quality, the complexity that it shows, the weight, texture, and I'm a big fan of judging the wine for its length. And this wine lingers on the palate beautifully. And that's a sure sign that the wine's going to age very well on your side. So, Chianti Classico. This is a little bit daring for us because this is a fish course. The fish course is being served with a red wine sauce. So I thought this would be a really fun thing to do. So, the fish is coming out here shortly. I hope you enjoy the Chianti with it. Thank you.